Okay. Happy New Year, everyone. We are in 2026, and I intend to finish the first in a trilogy in the Banner Saga. So, I expect this might be actually the last episode in this series. So what has happened? Well, we are on our way to Segerholm with a company of 3 Varls and humans. So we're going here to meet up Juno, a mender. And we left Einartoft, which is the last fortress of Varls, the big hornet guys. We ended up here, path over a long and huge bridge built by the Varls to take a last stance against the dredge. There were some very big dredge there, and there was a serpent, like one of the gods. We couldn't hold it, so we decided to take it in our own hands and destroy the bridge so the dredge could not take that path. But they went around another path, so we had to take the decision to just flee and run. And our mender in our company, this is our company. Avend is a mender, and his wife, Juno, that we are expected to meet at Segerholm, is an even stronger mender. Well, he destroyed the bridge, and we escaped the Einartoft fortress. So we are continuing, and we have 8 days of supplies. We have a weak morale, so I'm not sure if I should... Yeah, I'm gonna rest one night here, get the morale a little bit up, and we can continue our journey. So this is the final chapter 6. Look at that, shouts one of your clansmen. The caravan stops to watch dredge pooling into the village you just passed through. I hope anyone who stayed behind got out alive, says Alette, but you have your doubts. They're coming, says Ivor, pointing out a line of dredge leaving the village and marching towards you. As you watch the dredge in front falls over, then the one behind it falls as well. You hear a twang on your left. Nid, the archery student of Oddleaves, who you recall defy shooting a snow rabbit, is firing arrows down the hill. Another dredge topless. That's incredible, says Oddleaf, squinting. But we should get out of here. Odd's right, let's go. Return to the village looking for survivors. Hold on, let her do a few more. I mean, if we go to the village, that could be... We're gonna go against dredge for sure. Hold on, let her do a few more. Oh, that's right, let's go. I think we should just go for now. But why don't you come with us the next time you want to try out that bow? Will you tell Nid, who nods, a smile on her face. Okay, so we had an archer. That's nice. I think anything could go wrong in that village if we got there, though. We should just do our task here. Okay, Harsh words from one mother to another draw the attention of the entire caravan. My daughter marries Ragni, or no one. That reed-thin tramp you call a daughter won't provide sons. She insulted mother bares her teeth, ready to attack. Let the argument play out on its own. Worry on marriage another time. Explain yourself. Keep the woman separated. I think they should worry on marriage another time, huh? That's just my thinking. It's not the time to get married now. Keep the woman separated. Might be a good idea. I'm gonna take this one though. The two women look embarrassed, which turns to anger. You worry about your fighting, and I'll worry about my daughter. Both women glare at you before storming off. Oh no. Okay. What's that though? Is that where we're going? Can't believe that. Weak morals. So we should probably stop the caravan. Okay, we come to a stone. Good. I mean, we must stop here, right? No? Yeah. The Godstone of Dunder passes around you. In the frozen climates, here it looks like a rack has split and it's falling apart, held together only by the deep snow. Curiously, when standing between the stones, the wind drops off completely, picking up against ones you've passed through. I almost wonder if we should rest here for the night, says Ivor, who seems to have noticed the same thing. With all the snow surrounding it, Dredge might not even be able to find us. Stay here overnight, inspect the Godstone, but move on forward. Get back to the road without stopping. No! It's time for us to take a stay. You walk around camp before settling in. Along each strand of Dunder's massive beard is carved in different part of his story, and you turn your head to and fro to read it. While the Loom Mother was the first to create, the soon found a counterpart in Dunder, who embodied her ideals of a masculine form. Dunder took some of her creations, gave them beards, and showed them the secrets of smithing. Though many remembered him just as fondly for teaching the games and songs of mirth. Moral improved. Nice. Okay, so we're down to 3 supplies. As the camp settles in, you notice a group of boys huddle around something. They show you an offering box carved into the Godstone itself. Carved into the Godstone, okay. The box is an elaborate construction of interlocking pieces which slide around when touched. We can't get it open, they tell you. It's like a puzzle. Let's try to open it. The boys take turns working out the puzzle and give you tips when it's your turn. Even though you don't seem to make much progress, eventually they leave to sleep. Until it's just you and a couple of other determined youngsters. Give up and go to sleep. Keep working on the puzzle box. Is this just a way to drag out supplies? Let's keep working one more time. It's hard to know how long you spend sliding around the smooth puzzle pieces, but when people begin emerging from their tents, you know you're in trouble. Exhausted from a long sleepless night. Worse still, the box remains closed and you shuffle wearily along the... Oh no. We lost another supply there. And moral decline. Damn. That's not good. Hoaxtorp. Okay, this is While walking, the words of a mother's song reach you. It's soothing nuance and about your current journey. When she finishes, a man begins a tale of his own in verse. The woman quickly responds with another poem, and the entire caravan slows and to listen to entertainment competition. Join the crowd and cheer on the competitors. We need to stay vigilant. Ignore the poetry contest and keep an ear out for danger. Join with a verse of your own. On my own? I think I just share. The man's response is an upbeat poem which questions the mother's cooking. The caravan explodes with laughter and the constant continue aimlessly for another hour or so. You hear snippets of the poems along the trail the rest of the day, the words changing slightly each time. We hopefully resupply here in Hawkstorp. But we have no renown though. In the distance, Hawkstorp smolders like an old campfire. Even from here you can see black figures shambling through it. That looks like a dead town, remarks Ivor. Confirming your impressions, there is usually survivors, Oddleif reminds you. Check it out just in case. There's no time, keep home. Oh, we should check it out. I hope others would do the same for me. Dredge are nothing we haven't faced before. Ivor grunts, but otherwise says nothing. Besides, it might throw Belliver off the scent a bit. You had a day's march out towards Hookstorp. We're out of supplies now. As soon as you've stepped into the small town, you think you've made a mistake. It's thoroughly littered with corpses. Within moments, the dredge are upon you as though you stirred up an angry hornet's nest. You draw your weapons. Oh no, okay. So let's see. Ivor, Gunnulf. We could take on Oddleif. Morgan is up and running. 810622. Nid has... What's her ability though? Bird of Prey. The character uses a longbow to shoot further than other, less experienced archers, and she always hits her mark. Bird of Prey makes it possible for her to strike units before they are able to get in attack range and allows her passive puncture to be used against more enemies. It's pretty good. And the puncture is, by standing still, the archer is able to line up a shot that takes advantage of enemies missing armor. Okay, that's the same as Alette has. For every 2 points of armor the target has lost, the archer gains 1 additional strength, which gives it more damage. She's level 1 though. Oh, she has 2 points available. So she's rank 2. Rank 2. But it's rank 1. Rank 1 it says here. Should I go with this? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, ready for battle. Okay, not too bad. There's no biggies here, right? These are small guys. Shadowstone, two bombs are thrown, exploding in a 5-tile area. 2 bombs. So they are pretty dangerous. Sunstrike blinds the target, preventing them from using extortion for extra movement for 1 turn. Okay. Okay, let's see. You can go through. You're gonna be here. You're gonna be up here. I'm not sure I really like this, do I? $13 in defense, 11, 10, 11. Gunolf is a glass cannon. I want to use him as a last resort. Maybe I should go. So we have an order. Ivor, Grimmer, then this guy. Then Gunolf. Okay, so he should be here then. Okay, let's... Maybe she should be in the mid here. And the same goes. He can pass through. Okay. Okay, I need to. So he can go there. So I should go here then. I'm gonna lower his attack strength 10. Should be fine though. I'm gonna lower his armor. He took 2 armor. You can go here. And you do the same to this guy. Ivor is getting it. Okay, 2 damage. Now we could fire 1, 2. That's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We should be able to strike. It's gonna hit him and him. You make a damage blow 8. Oh, we kill him. Yes. For sure, we're gonna kill him. So we can go here. We kill this guy. We're throwing bombs. Okay, they end up there. Can't use needle. I am gonna 5, 4, 7. Let's do 5. We could go here. Let's see. That would be a very good target for Gunolf to be in here. 1, 2, 3 targets go in here. So if I go here with Ivor, he's gonna be a target of Gunolf. Maybe I just go and hit this guy. Get out of the way. I'm gonna hit this shield hard. Oh my god, he missed. That's so lucky though. So he's gonna go up here. And he do 8 damage. Oh, it's perfect for Gunnulf. Look at that. Okay, he threw down. So we need to hit these two. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we can go here pretty safe. And then we do this. We hit this guy for max damage. Oh, no. Okay. Well, I guess you stay here then. You do... Oh, you can't do Tempest. Damn it. Okay. Well, we need to kill you. I guess... Who's next in turn? It's that guy. And then this guy. So I could go here. I take this guy out. But then he automatically... It should be a let's turn though. That's kind of cheeky. That was a pretty easy fight. Good. I'm renowned. This town is nothing but ghosts, and now covered in more dredge bodies too. Remarkably, as you're about to leave, you found an old man sitting quietly in a tattered market stall, with a couple of items in front of him. He hums to himself as if nothing were wrong, and seems to be in shock. Your clansmen gather him into the caravan before you leave. Let's speak with Nid. Nid. I don't know if we've ever spoken. I'm Nid. You're Rook, I know. We've actually been traveling together for a long time. Isn't it strange how you can be so close to people and not know them? Rook. Every day I pass people I swear I've never seen before. Nid. I wanted to thank you for letting me join you. Have you always been such a good shot? Where are you from? You're welcome. I should be going. Where are you from? Rook, I don't think you're from Skoogur. I knew most of the people there. Nid, no, I had a house in Frostfeller, but we're driving out when the dredge started to show up. My husband died trying to protect our home. My sons and I were thrown out in the fields. Rook, I'm sorry. Nid, Ekil's men killed my husband. When we left, I was angry. Why was I the one who had to leave their home? How do I deserve this? You look away momentarily, not sure what to say. Nid, but I've let it go. I have 3 sons, and I don't want them to grow up with hatred in their hearts. That's why I wanted to thank you. Have you always been such a good shot? You're welcome, I should be going. Have you always been such a good shot? Honestly, I've never even tried before Oddleif made me. I spent my whole life making clothes, cleaning. Rook. Oddleif's good, but I don't think it was all her doing. Nid. It feels right. It's just where I wanted to go. Nid. Anyway, feel better. The caravan, the people worrying all day and making problems. Sometimes they really stew in their mystery. I'm glad I can do something helpful. You're welcome. I should be going. Nid. Don't think anything of it. We all have our own problems to deal with. Let me know if you need me to pull an arrow in or something. She returns to her tent for her boys, where her boys are waiting for her. Let's check map quick. We should be halfway or something, maybe? Oh no. So we come Summer Path. We go into the high pass to Hawkstorp here, yeah? So Sten's march down to... So we're halfway, maybe? I'm surprised there's a market here. Dragonstone. This unusual carved stone is warm. It gives 3 will, which is really good. Obsidian powder. The fragrance of shattered breaths. Obsidian. Knockback on strength. Over 4. And then we have the Skewel. -1 aggro. I don't know. This could be good. On the archers. But we have 0 supplies. If I buy, we get 8 days worth. I think that's more what we should do. We need to have supplies. We really do. 4 morale, so we should rest there for a day. Should we rest 1 more day? Okay, now we need to go. Okay, we're out of the snow, that's good. Some clansmen have discovered a large patch of wild fruit. When you approach, you see some people have begun to sample them. A mother frets about whether they are safe, or after overhearing one of the children say they taste funny. Others start scattering by the basketful. Take a bite yourself, discourage them from eating the fruit. Observe someone who already ate some. Offer a piece to one of the animals in the caravan. Observe someone who already ate. It's a good one, alright? After a short time, you note a slurred speech of a young man partaking of the fruit. Besides a little drunk, he seems perfectly fine. Discourage others from eating the fruit. Many clansmen follow your lead while others continue eating and collecting. Later that day, a few fruit-stained peasants stumble around the drunken greens. Apparently the fruit was fermented, not poisonous. Yeah, that's what I thought. Day 100. Another runestone. See what happens here. The Godstone of Ingrid, goddess of knowledge, looks on as the caravan takes a much-needed rest. Ivory shoes from children away from a solitary dredge, slingering lying dead beneath the stone. Should we be worried about that? You ask Ivor, pointing to the dredged body. I don't think so, he replies. Still couldn't hurt to have a few guards look around. Hours pass without warning. Inspect the Godstone. Ingrid's Godstone is carved with ancient runes which don't make much sense to you. Though Avin tells you some of the menders have deciphered them. It's how the menders learn the language of the gods. Past the large stone, a long series of slabs contain more writing all the way down the hill. The odd thing, he tells you, is that the writing occasionally changes depending on who is reading it. Usually it describes the history of the gods, but it can be about nearly any topic. Sadly, Avin doesn't know how to read it himself. Juno could, he says. Back up and move on. Okay, so we might go back here with Juno. I don't know. Moral improved. As you're readying to depart, you hear screams from near the main godstone. The same boys, so curious about the dead dredge before, are shrieking and pointing. For a moment you think it must have not been dead. But then you see that they have opened a wrapping that was in the dredge's hands. Wait, says Ivor, his arm across your chest. This shouldn't be seen. Shouldn't be seen. Get everyone away. A chill sweeps over you. Alette pushes past and gasps. Stop, shouts Ivor. But the curious onlookers have already seen it. Uh-oh. What is it? Ivor, leave it. On the ground before the dead slinger is a small stony figure. Its hand searching for something it can't find. Oddleaf. That's a baby. Rook. That dredge is a woman? Oddleaf. We've been killing women? Women? I've been slaughtering women and children this whole time? Oddleaf. Leaving them to die? Ivor. In a war, it's only the males who fight. Rook. I've been fighting this dredge the whole way. Why are women and children on their backs attacking us? Ivor. They are not invading. They are running. Everyone stops dead in their tracks. The entire caravan is gathered around, aghast. Avin. When I spoke to Juno, she told me something was coming. She didn't know what. The darkness, something black, is covering the world. And the dredge are running from it, just as we're running from them. The serpent, the quake, it's all the beginning of the end. Oddleaf. Ivor, you knew? Why? Why didn't you say something? Oddleaf. Ivor, say something. Ivor. This isn't the time. Ivor, say something. When I was young, I killed one of the Sunder during the Second Great War. We called it Raise. Every time we could build our defenses, it would flatten them and pushed us back again. I became separated from the rest of the Varl and stumbled upon Raise deep in a snowstorm, alone. She was nursing. I threw my axe. It twisted in the wind. Her son died in her arms. She was so pathetic, kneeling in the snow. She didn't even try to stop me when I took her head. That's how I killed the Sunder. When I found my way to Groupang, the Varl wanted to make me Kender, next to be king. I left, walked until I ended up in Skugr, where no one knew what I had done. The only sound in the wind is the wind blowing through the trees. Okay. He did not feel good about that. For a long time, nobody says a thing until a child breaks the silence. What do we do with the baby? She asks. A lump forms in your throat, looking at the small obsidian creature squaring before you. Put it to a vote. Insist on taking it with a caravan. Insist on leaving it behind. Stay out of this one. Ivor says leave it. Maybe we should take it with the caravan, though. Could that be a kind of a peace offering to the dredge in the longer term? Makes us human. Let's take it with us. You argue Slongr for showing mercy and humanity. Some of the women in the caravan hesitantly agree to take in the dredge infant, while others are furious about bringing it along. Moral decline, okay. Not long afterwards, one of the women comes to you. Its swaddling was being held by this, she says, giving you a hairpin that looks distinctly undredged-like. An inscription on the silver almost slips your notice. Reserved from the goddess herself, if you ask me, the woman tells. Vadlum's silver broche. You gain an item. Okay. You're making the usual rounds when you hear a rather loud debate coming from the area that Varl have gathered. Ivor joins you as you approach. Krummer, Ubin, you'd rather be known for falling asleep and dying in the corner of a mead house than battling asunder? Ubin, no, I'd rather be known for not dying. Krummer, don't even know what you're worried about. I did this 100 times in the Great Wars. Take some warriors, plow head first into the dredge. They follow you into the hills, get lost. Now they're not following you. Ubin, when you did this 100 times, did they have Belliver leading them? Krummer, have you never heard about the time I hit Belliver in the head with a throwing axe? What's this about? Don't stop on my account. You're planning to confront the dredge? Don't stop on my account. What's this about? Ubin, careful, my friend. A lot of old history getting thrown around here. Krummer, the warriors were just noting that there's a damned good number of dredge on our asses. Ubin, Belliver pulling up the rear. This one thinks he can just wander up there and throw them off our tracks. Krummer, how about some gratitude? Thought you'd be happy to finally be oldest Val in the land, Ubin. Ubin, I'm never happy to lose more Val, Krummer. Besides, I'm not convinced you're really older than me. I'll leave it to you, old driver you've got here. Nobody's going anywhere. Nobody's going anywhere. Ha! That might work on Ivor, little one. I'm not asking for your blessing. In the old days, I'd already be halfway on the battlefield right by now. Speaking of which, you coming, Ingvar? You could ask Belliver for your arm back. Ivor, I don't think so. Not exactly in the mood right now. Alright then. I'll tell Hardeborg you said hello. Krummer and a good many Varls warrior head out towards the growing army of the dredge. Rook. Is he going to come back? He always has before, says Ivor. Ubin, but this time feels different, I fear. He might have left with some item though. You're gonna get the weak or poor morale now. Next day, I think. No encouragement or tales of glory will lift the spirits of the caravan. In the north, we have times like this, says one of the Varl. The other great giants grin, raising tankards and horns of mead. Skull, they shout and make short work of their drinks, explaining that each person takes a drink when someone tells a story that is more miserable than the last. Others join them for the second round, and mead is passed your way. Leave the others to the drinking. This will only make things worse. Join the giants in drinking. Maybe we should just take a sip, right? Taking the mead, you shout, Skull. The crowd cheers and laughter echoes through the camp for hours as each person comes up with increasingly more absurd stories of woe. The Varl remedy is a success and the caravan is in much better mood the following day. A bite hangover and with less mead than before. Okay, good. Oh, I see Sigerholm! Gather round, doubters, echoes a shout in the distance as Krummer and his band of warriors break through nearby foliage. And behold the invincible Varl. The caravan is thrilled to see Krummer return to safety. Oh, really? Did the plan work? Asks Zubin. Work? Responds Krummer. Of course it worked. Some old dredge. Should be another day or two at least before they even find their own asses. Wow, we got 20 renown. And if you apologize, I'll tell how I found these, Krummer says, tossing you a pair of leather gloves that look big enough for a Varl. He leans in close, whispering so Ubin can't hear. Had something to do with the raven's nest and the hair tie. Really? Let's hit camp. I might not rest. I just want to see the heroes here. We gained some items here. Thunder's Hand, +3 strength. Really, that's great. That one we had. That's the silver brush we found at the runestone. One strange resist. Even as a charm of the god Ingrid's and the ward of disaster, it bears the inscription Persevere. Okay. That's what we have. So we could level up a few here. I'm feeling the strength is really good on Gunnulf. 15 points. How much does it take to upgrade? Oh my god, Rook. Improve your ability. That's gonna be rank 3. Break damage. Palette. +3 break damage. Ivor has this battering ram. Knock back and do 5 break damage. I'm gonna promote Gunnulf. And I have 8 left. Those I keep. And I'm gonna... Oh, he can be promoted again? Holy crap. Okay. I'm gonna give this... No. This one. How do I change item? On a guy. This is so weird. I'm gonna give this... What was this? 1 strength resist. Why can't he have this? Who can have this then? Why can't he have the gloves? Only him? I don't want to give it to him. See, I can only give it to him. This, oh, I can only, oh, this is to everyone. What item does he have? +2 arm. I think armor is better on Avin than strength because his power lies in this willpower, I think. What was this? Minus aggro. And strength resist. 2 will per kill. This +1 arm. +2 arm. Okay. Let's continue.
As Saga1 approaches, we fear the worst. The once calm lake surrounding it now looks like a bowl that has been flipped. Proud homes sinking into muddy water. A side effect of the quake. What has the rest of the world become on the other side of those mountains?
All right, we arrived at Searholm. Dramatic music, huh? Or encouraging. Oddleif. One catastrophe to another, says Oddleif as you pull into Sigerholm. The town appears to be sinking into the lake. Townspeople peek from dark windows and makeshift hovels further up the hill. No, says Eivind, looking frantic. Where is she? He runs to the front of the caravan, looking out over the water. June isn't here, and you get the creeping feeling you're not welcome either. Going upriver looks out the question. The beach is bare, aside from the occasional skeleton of a ruined fishing boat. You reluctantly set up a camp in the sinking town. Oddly, all I'm saying is, how long are you willing to wait? While taking stock of caravan, you've inadvertently walking into a debate between Oddleif and Eivind. Eivind, as long as we need to. Oddleif, and I think we need to get out of here. I don't feel good about this place. Rook, why? What's wrong? Oddleif, something doesn't feel right. The people hear us staring at us like those vultures in the wastes. Alette, I'm sorry, Eivind. I think Oddleif's right. I saw a man. The whole time he was setting up as he was just watching me. It's a creepy way. In a creepy way. And how long before the dredge find us here? Eivind, Juno will come. Just give it a little more time. Rook, listen to me. I need you to trust me on this. Let's speak to Eivind. You're really worried about her, aren't you? What? Oh, Juno? Worry doesn't begin to describe it. If she doesn't find us here, or something has happened to her. Rook, are you sure what you saw was real? It could have been a dream, or I don't know. You were pretty exhausted. Eivind, I don't know, to be honest. I'm not sure anymore. Everything is a blur. Don't tell the others I said that. I have to hope it wasn't just a dream. What's it like to be a mender? How exactly does weaving work anyway? Why is Bellover still following us? Okay, so we start from the top, I guess. Being a mender? I guess I never really thought about it like that. It's just part of me. They knew very young that I would join the order. Born into it, you could say. My mother and father, both menders. The guild is for lots of people now. Builders and healers. Rook, do they all pull lightning out of the sky? Eivind, no, that's not normal. It's one of the reasons I know Juno. She's one of the consuls. She helps me control things like that, so we don't end up scaring people. How exactly does weaving work, anyway? Well, that's The hardest part is usually seeing the threads. Everything is part of a tapestry. It's made of threads woven together. If you can see the threads, you can manipulate them. I don't know how to explain it really. It's like trying to play harp with invisible strings. Look at my staff, for example. Some menders carve intricate patterns in the wood to help them remember the shapes of, like I said, hard to explain. Why is Bellover still following us? I saw Grofhem as it burned. Even gets a faraway look in his eyes. The thunder blew through it like a tempest. The wall fell in thousands. Most of the thunder left the city and headed south. Who knows where they are now? They might be destroying every town they come to, or heading towards Aberrang. Bellover stayed in Grofhem, just for the sport of it, I think. As we fled to Einartoft, I thought he must want to wipe the wall off the map completely. But then he came after us. Maybe he knew Ivor was the one who killed Race. Maybe, but let's make sure he doesn't catch up. Do you think this is end of times? I don't know what to think. I wish I could give you a better answer. Even if we escaped the dredge, that serpent said the darkness was covering the world. I don't know how long it will take, or what it means even. I'm just trying to solve one problem at a time. The Menders are in Aberrang, and if we can find ships and make it a capital, we might have a chance. You think about what you want to say. I won't take any more time. No, it's okay, Rook. I appreciate the talk. It's good to stay grounded. I spent all day worrying about serpents and thunder. I think a lot of people are intimidated or scared, maybe, of me. Don't worry, it's nothing new. I'm used to it. Maybe sometime we can talk about things that don't include the world ending. Check the markets. Statue of Sightless Man. It gives 20% dodge to strength attacks, I guess. And plus strength, 2 strength. That's a really good one. Level 5 though. Bloodshed coins. 1 will per kill. We only have 8 renown, so we should just get supplies. 5 days worth. We're in normal moral, so we should probably get going. Check the map quick. Rook, wait, please, Avon begs. She said she'd be here. We need her. You can tell he's terrified of leaving, as though he'd be giving up on Juno. I'm sure she'll catch up with us. She's not coming. Okay, just a little longer. Okay, we wait a day then. We rest. A scuffle has broken out in the front of the houses. Thief! Shouts one of your people as the group of strangers flee from the camp. Oddleif is already running the direction. They took our supplies, you hear from a nearby. Chase thieves, try to talk out with the locals, tell the caravan to get ready to leave immediately. Ignore the theft and protect the caravan. We should chase the thieves, right? Come on, you shout, and several join in the chase. You wander onto the beach where some men have been waiting for you. Some terse words are exchanged about whether anything had been stolen or not. You don't see who draws the first weapon, but it ends the conversation dead. So it's a fight then. Well, this is not gonna end well for them, I think. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a lot of them. I'm gonna start down here and smack all these. Three? Holy crap. Oh my god. Damn, that hurt. Two. Damn it, I can't kill him. Who's she gonna hurt? Gunnulf. He's in a bit of trouble here. Oh no, they are really going hard on Gunnulf here. Well, we're gonna kill this. Not kill, but... Damn. Slow the volume slightly here. It's a little bit high, I think. Only 1 damage. Yeah, Gunnulf is really hurt here. I think hurting his shield. Gonna do the trick. And then we go and kill this guy, yes. Oh no, I just blocked Krummer. That's not good. Who's she gonna hurt? Gunnulf? Oh, 1. Crazy. Well. She takes the advantage of standing still. He's dead. Or injured. Well, that actually freed up Krummer, who can now go and offer to Will to kill this girl. I should rally. Oh no, I can't rally him. Okay. Whatever. Better hurt his strength so he don't do so much damage. That's all fine. He was gonna be him either way. I'd rather take her with low damage. Well, that was the thieves. He's injured. That's not good. Okay, we could buy some more supplies. The thieves scatter pretty quickly when you start laying into them. But when you return to the caravan, you discover why. Even more supplies have gone missing since you rushed out to fight. Oh no, what the hell, man? What the heck, man? No way. Why is there a red skull here? Or rest? It's a skull there. What does that mean? 11 points. There's nothing we can upgrade here. Everything costs 15 or more. Krummer. Oh. Okay. Let's... Oh no, why did I do that? Now I have no supplies. I have actually no supplies now. I have actually no supplies. 1. Oh no. What have I done? What have I done? There's still no sign of Juno. If we leave, where are we going? If we're leaving, where are we going? Why is there a death skull here? Does that mean if we rest, someone is gonna die, or what? A random assortment of people from the caravan confront you. Listen, says one. We don't feel safe here. I don't know anything about menders or whatever, but we're going to leave and I hope you'll join us. Looks like a couple of dozen people, farmers and fighters alike, feel the same way. Couple of dozens. Wish them well, encourage them to stay, refuse to let them leave. Join them and get ready to depart. Encourage them to stay. They make it very clear they are not interested in discussing the issue, shaking their heads and setting out. Without the rest of the caravan ready to go, there is little you can do to stop them. You hope they make it and that you haven't made a mistake yourself. Oh my god. We lost a lot here. We gained some days of supply though. I'm gonna try and leave. Rook. Wait, please, Avon begs. She said she'd be here. We need her. You can tell he's terrified of leaving. As though he'd be giving up on Juno. What should I do here? I don't know. I don't know. This is gonna be my death, staying here. This is where we came to be, right? You tell Avon you'll stick out a little longer, but you're not certain how long you will be willing to wait yourself. Every day lost becomes more precarious. This is crazy though. This is crazy. We're in good morale now, but we are 1 days of supply. We have been here for 4 days now. We have to go. She'll catch up. She's not coming. Avon looks out across the lake with 1,000 miles there. He says nothing. We've got problems, says Ivor. The whole place is flooded. We could try walk the muddy parts, but it'll be slow going. We could try to float the caravan over the lake, but we might tip or get stuck. Or we could just go around the whole thing, but no idea how long that'll take. What do you think? Attempt to ford the river, colt the wagons and float across. Pay some locals to help. Detour around the flooding. I mean, the best should be detour around the flooding. Anything else seems like a very high risk of losing people. Pay some locals to help. We could try float the caravan over the lake, but we might tip or get stuck. But he has no idea how long that will take, and we have 1 day's of supply. Attempt to ford the river. Sholt the wagons and float across. Let's do it. You spare some time rigging the wagons to float on the water, sealing them with tree sap and whatever else you have in hand. The rest of the caravan finds anything they can float on, small boats or makeshift rafts. Some swim. With a deep breath, you set off onto the bank. Ooh, this is not gonna end well. You do your best to float the various ragstap groups of your caravan across the muddy lakes towards Borisgard. Things quickly go bad, between rafts pulling apart or people tipping on the murky water of the lake. Eventually you gather everyone up, but you've lost precious time and supplies on the bog. Okay, but we came across though. So that should be a good thing, right? Now we're gonna lose. Uh-oh. 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 A mother screams, flood the caravan. Her daughter lies dead in the tent. We all know who did this. She spits, staring directly to the woman she scuffled with previously. Murder over marriage? In these times, something must be done. The accused woman remains silent. Leave it to a vote. Try to discourage further violence. Investigate the death. Banish the accused and her daughter. Investigate the death. A healer joins you in inspecting the young girl's corpse. An old infection, says the healer. No punctures, no choking, no poison. She died of disease. You report the news to the caravan. The mother admits she had always known her daughter was ill, and everyone moves on. I think that was a good outcome. Okay, I'm not gonna rest, but I need to check the map. Oh, I can't check the map? What? There's no map. Wait, what was there? Oh, I clicked this map. Okay. There normally is a map. So we're going south here. So are we going to Borisgard? Well, that's gonna take some more time. Guys, there's gonna be another episode. There's gonna be another episode. Alright, have a nice day. Wish you well, and I'll see you in the next one. See you for now. Bye bye.